the ball.
Munetaka Murakami steps in for the Royals.
Munetaka Murakami.
In the air to left center. Martin drifts towards it. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Burleson getting to start at first. Batting second in today's lineup. And his batting average this season is over 300. The 1-1. That clips the corner. On a line out towards center. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Noah Cameron. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And here's the first baseman, Miguel Vargas. And that's going to get into the corner. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
That's the ball. Nope. That's inside.
Now one
Ball
missed. 1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Should be extra bases. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at 3rd.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ketel Marte up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Vargas in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Out to center. Scott gets under it. He's got it. Runner tags from 3rd. The relay throw. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well, that could be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run. So 2 down. Austin Martin up next for the Astros. And that's down, a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
And that is that. Back here in Houston, we move ahead to the top of the 2nd now.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least one an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. This is J.J. Bleday.
Hey.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That one hops against the fence. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. 1 out, runner at second. Jordan Walker steps in for the Royals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ball, that's outside. Ball.
Out towards right center field. Carroll on the move. 2 down. And now the rookie second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. Foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Not an easy. Bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Astros, Colson Montgomery. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Win to Weatherholt. Over to first, but he beats it. Now the number 2 hitter, Miguel Vargas. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. High fly ball out towards left center. Brings it in. Out number 2. Here's Yordan Alvarez. A double and a run scored his first time up.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here in Houston, top half of the 3rd inning, Pedro Pajes steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. That's in for a strike, a slider. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Victor Scott in the box now. No balls and a strike. Up the middle. That's a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good, quick hands allowed him to get the barrel
That's
to it.
inside.
Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike.
He's safe.
The 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Alec Burrow. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Man, is he safe at second, and that was not close. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. A 2-run blast. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back here in Houston. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte.
Nope, that's a ball.
And now 2-0.
There you
Marte
go.
tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. That's in there. And now 3-1. That one misses.
that's ball 4.
So a leadoff
Thank you, man.
walk.
Up next
Boog, if
for
I
the
were him, I'd be
Astros.
nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down. This is Corbin Carroll. He's already homered here in this one.
Right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Scott under it. And there's 2 down. Austin Martin up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Play made, that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mason Wynn. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. High fly ball right field. Carroll settles under this one, and there's 1 down. J.J. Bleday will hit next. Doubled his first time. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 0-1.
Inside ball.
There's a strike. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. That gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Carroll towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. J.J. Weatherholt steps in for the Royals. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the inside corner for a strike. So man in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom 4 at the plate is the Astros catcher, Drake Baldwin. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Sliced hard but foul. That's in there. That's strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's in.
Tosses across to first. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston, new inning getting started. Pedro Pajes steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
1 up, 1 down. Victor Scott now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Bounces into the outfield for a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
runner takes off. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Adrian Morejon.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score, and it's
in the air, left field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Here's the throw. Slide. Save. And it's a 1-run game. Ivan Herrera digs in now.
No. Inside.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Miguel Vargas.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Out of here. He'll touch them all. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Foul ball there.
always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Outside. Full count now. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Marte in the box again, takes a strike.
Ball, that's inside.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
Oh, that got him on the mound. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. So, man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Ball, that's in.
And a 1-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Bleday fires it in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. First and second. 2 out. Austin Martin. Daniel Lynch gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Should be extra bases. Vargas around third, reaching for it, makes the catch. Mason Wynn steps in for the Royals.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Royals,
J.J. Bleday steps in for the Royals. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. The 0-2. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Slinging it to first in time.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Inside, ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Strike 2. just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Colson Montgomery up next for the Astros. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Ground ball up the middle. A sliding stop. The feed for 1. A sensational double play. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Meyers. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That's inside. Ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Walker hustling after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, we go to the top of the 7th. J.J. Weatherholt steps in for the Royals. And a foul ball. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
So up next, Pedro Pajes. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's inside.
Morejon goes 5 feet 11 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. He's 2 for 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Check swing, and he went 0-2 now. Struck him out swinging. And Hayes is set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Astros, Miguel Vargas.
Hey. Ball one.
The 1-2. In the air to left center. Scott ranging into the alley. And there's one down. Digging in, Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3.
Yordan Alvarez.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Really
that ball
good
went out.
slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's
Ball
inside.
3.
And the count is filled up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 3-2. Payoff pitch. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Up next.
One
for the
gone, runner at
Astros.
first. Here's Ketel Marte. He for 1. Now on the bump, Mitch Spence.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Man at first, 1 away. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That's inside. Scott on his way over. Takes it in for the out. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Ildemaro Vargas. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1.
To the right side. That is the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Munetaka Murakami. Ripped to third and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now here is Alec Burleson. Late with the swing there. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Royals.
So runner at second, 2 down. Mason Wynn steps in for the Royals. That to right, Carroll moving under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston, on to the bottom of the 8th, Corbin Carroll getting ready to hit. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Martin. In now, looks at that one inside. In scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Matt Strom.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2. No outs. Runner on second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Baldwin at the plate now, and that's inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the inside corner for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Swings through that high fastball. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball 2.
Inside, just missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And that is a big first out. Jake Myers will hit next. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Now a relay to the plate. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So next up for Houston, Miguel Vargas. He's already homered in this game.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2.
Ball in.
That's inside.
That's inside.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical bat. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Outside, that's a ball.
2 on, 2 outs.
2.
Struck him out looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here in Houston, we go to the ninth. J.J. Bleday steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This to third. Over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Now Jordan Walker. 0 for 3 in this one.
Now pitching for
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Tony Santillan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. One down. J.J. Weatherholt now at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Ground ball right side. Marte. Royals down to their final out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Pages in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. The Astros trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The Royals down to their final strike. In the air, right field.